How's everybody doing today? It is January 29th, 2021. We have some news coming out of, well, it's not technically coming out of South Africa, but it's this strain, right? Another mutant variant strain that is now, gotten to the United States, okay? Well, now you have, you've had the Brazil one, you've had the United Kingdom one, and now you have the South African one. And these are not going to stop, okay, everyone? They're going to continue to manipulate these things because each one of these that they put out puts another set of fear into you, okay? And I'm going to show you some video clips here just showing you how hard they're going to push that fear, okay? But first, if you have not subscribed to my backup channels, I ask you to do this right now. Take the time right now, pause this video, go to BitChute, go to ErikSeesAll at BitChute, subscribe, please click on the alerts, click on the bells. Also go to my backup channel here on YouTube, okay? It's ErikSeesAll 2. Just go there, the same thing. Click the alert bell because people are not getting my alerts. They're not getting a lot of things, okay? People are commenting and emailing me and letting me know that they're not only not getting, your alerts or anything like that, they're actually getting unsubscribed from my channel. So, the way that I'm going to put this is that means that we're doing something right, okay? Tonight I will be going live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so I hope you can join us there. I'm going to try to do it on multiple channels tonight, but if it doesn't, I'll just be live on the main channel, and we'll do the best that we can with that. Thank you all so much for the support, and I just completely, every prayer right now. My mom has definitely had a rough week and a half, so everybody that's given the prayers, I can't tell you how much, I appreciate that, because things have, been pretty hard, this last week. So without my faith and without all of you, I would, I don't know, I would be struggling more than I am right now, especially, emotionally. So, and I did have a couple donations this week, and I just, want to tell you thank you so much. They help so much right now. Like I said, times are, pretty hard right now, but I just give all, glory to God, and I know that with my faith, I know He will get me through all these trials and tribulation, and I know that He does not want me to stop putting out this truth, because even if we can save one more person, every second that I put into this and every second you put into this is worth it. So, all right, let's get into this, all right? This is coming from WFMY News 2. It says, South African CV19 variant found in South Carolina. First cases in the U.S. Says these are the first 2 known cases of the variant in the United States. See, like I said, they're going to be pushing this, oh, the fear. Look, now this thing is here, and I'm going to show you. You need to see somehow how they're pushing this, okay? Now listen, it says Columbia, South Carolina. It says the first 2 cases of the South African variant of the CV have been detected in South Carolina, state officials confirmed on Thursday. The first known cases of this variant in the United States, see, of this variant, right? Because you've had the UK, you've had the Brazil, and you can mark my words, there will be new ones, okay? They will continue to come, okay? That it's just part of the plan, okay? It says, South Carolina public health officials says that they were notified late Wednesday by the CDC of a South Carolina sample, okay? A sample that was tested at LabCorp and determined to be the B1.351 variant originally identified in South Africa. DHEC's public health laboratory also tested samples on January 25th and Wednesday identified a separate case of the same variant. Okay, so these were in 2 different locations, okay? It says, at this point in time, health officials say there is no known travel history and no connection between the 2 cases. Both are adults, one from Low Country and one from PD region of the state. To protect their privacy, no further information will be released. This is what just stands out to me, right? It's spread out. It's in 2 different parts of the state. They will not release the names on them, even though they don't ever care about our privacy any other time, right? And as you can hear right here, listen to this, how they're pushing this. This is part of the fear, like I'm explaining to you.
News right now, South Carolina has the first 2 confirmed cases in the country of a new COVID-19 strain. Lowcountry doctors are calling for more contact tracing to find out if there could be more cases of this South African strain of COVID-19.
An even more contagious strain of COVID-19, yet only 2 cases confirmed on separate ends of the state. Lowcountry doctors say they are suspicious.
Neither of these individuals had any contact with each other. So that makes me concerned that there are more people in the community that have this particular variant.
State health officials say neither patient had a history of travel. The question is, how did this variant of the virus make its way from South Africa to the U.S.?
I think that it is really too early with 2 cases to make predictions based off of that.
This South African strain is different from the UK variant, which has been popping up in multiple southern states.
Georgia has cases, North Carolina has cases, all the states around us has cases. And so that makes me suspicious that we probably also have that variant in South Carolina as well.
According to DHEC, they have been testing or sequencing for variants of the virus since last June.
There are numerous other labs that are doing sequencing, including many of the large, national laboratories.
But some medical leaders say South Carolina needs to pick up the pace.
The United States really is behind the 8 ball compared to other countries in the amount that we've been sequencing.
There is some good news. Experts believe the existing vaccines will be effective in protecting people from these strains, but they aren't perfect.
The vaccine is not a golden bullet. We have to use the vaccines with all the public health measures we've all been talking about for the last year if we're really going to get this pandemic under control.
Okay, so as you see there, you hear her saying that and how they're going to continue to push the fear. That's why we talk every day. No panic, no fear, only preparation, okay? It says, there are no additional precautions that we have advised these individuals to take, as the standard precautions that apply for anyone who is infected with CD19 are the same regardless if it's the variant or the normal virus, okay? It says the people were actually tested earlier in the month, Dr. Brennan Traxler, DHEC Interim Public Health Director, said, but it took until now to do the sequencing. The 2 persons are said to be out of their contagious period at this point. That's what stood out to me in this, okay? Oh, look, it's been around for a while, right? Look at it happened earlier in the month. Well, what do they get to do by this, right? They say they're out of their contagious period at this point. But guess what? Well, they were contagious for a while, right? That's what they're going to say. So earlier in the month until whenever they say they ran out of their contagious period, they were what? Oh, spreading it, right? Just wait for it, all right? And this isn't just here talking about it, these local channels. Listen to the great, Dr. F that loves to get up there and, hear his own voice and everything. Check this out.
Dr. Anthony Fauci saying this about the strain.
The one in South Africa, George, troubles me.
Early tests showed the South African variant may chip away at the effectiveness of the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines. Both are now working on a booster shot.
Yeah, so you see how hard they're pushing this. And you can hear it in the voice, you can hear it in the way that they're talking, how this is going to, I won't say explode, but what I'm getting at is they're going to say that this is spreading rapidly, okay? And that, we don't know what, of the jabs, which one of the jabs is going to work. Some are saying that they do work. Some are saying that they're only 50% effective. I have heard backwards and, forwards, backwards, all about this.
And in the race to add more vaccines to the market, a possible setback. Drug maker Novavax, whose vaccine is still in trial stages, reporting less than 50% efficacy against the South African variant. Another variant from the UK, now in at least 29 states, only adding to the urgency to vaccinate amid limited supply.
And I have an article here we're going to pull up in just a second to talk a little bit more about these variants that, they just happen to, some of these, these jabs that are already out, happen to just beat these things perfectly, right? It took them a year, right, to get it for the first one, but now all these new deadly and contagious variants, oh, don't worry about it. Our jab does it fixes it. It takes care of it. It says, in neighboring North Carolina, Macklin County Health Director Jeeb Harris reacted to South Carolina news saying, routine testing for CV19 does not screen for the different strains of the virus. We know we have the B.1.17 variant in our community, and we know that the African variant has been identified in South Carolina. The identification of the cases and the treatment will not differ based on the strain of the virus. We are not testing or screening for these variant strains. We can assume that they are present in our community. Are you understanding this? Do you hear it? Oh, it's there. It's there. The boogeyman is there, and you need to understand. Oh, it's here. It doesn't matter. We're not even testing for it. Is this not the same exact thing we heard at the beginning, right? Oh, well, there's not enough testing, so we don't know who has CV, right? Well, now they're not testing for the new strain. So we don't even know, okay? So they could be everywhere. You understand it, you see it. It's this rinse and repeat over and over again, okay? And now let's get into these jab, and you see where they're going with it, okay? They have to put the doubt, plant the seed of doubt that, oh, this one might work, this one might not work. We don't know. It's all the unknown, right? Well, here, you have this one. This is the Moderna jab, okay? The Moderna jab, oh, it protects against the virus variant in the UK and the South Africa strain. So even though the Novavax doesn't, they're saying that the Moderna one, the one that's already getting out in the United States, does stop it. Or, it's very, very effective. Look at this. It said it's developing a booster shot against this new variant, first identified in South Africa. How convenient, right? We talked about this over and over again. It's always, oh, we'll start with one jab. Oh, well, then you got to get another jab. Oh, well, guess what? Now we need boosters. Oh, guess what? You need another booster. We talked about this months ago. It's been laid out right in front of us. We saw it coming, and here it is. They will continue to do this, okay? You are going to have booster after booster, and I am putting another video on BitChute because there are some very, very bad things happening after the second jab, okay, of this and the Pfizer, okay? So I'm working on that because my grandma is going to go and get this in February, and I am trying to figure out anything I can to stop her from getting the second jab, because that is what it looks like is really going to be the problem. That one and probably all of these boosters, okay? And we've talked about, what did that first one do? What did the first jab do? We'll talk about this on the other channel where we can actually speak. So, alright everybody, let's leave this one here. I will be live tonight, 8 p.m. That's about 3 hours away, so I hope to see all of you there. We will talk about all this and a lot more. I have some pretty cool video I want to show you that is about where they're building those, quarantine facilities over in China, that place, right, over there. And I want you to see what is set up directly in the middle of all of that, all of the, quarantine facilities. You will see. I'll show you tonight. I hope to see you there. We'll talk to you all soon. Always, always, always continue to pray. Pray against all this evil. This truly is a battle of good versus evil. And if you do not have faith, if you do not have Jesus in your life today, please hit your knees, ask for forgiveness. I promise you, you will never regret it. All right, everyone. I love you all. We'll talk to you all real soon. No fear, no panic. God bless.